What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It's been a while since we've had a video come out, and the reason for that is that not a whole lot's really been going on. We actually just got this in right here. It's a coil relocation kit for CTS-v 2. See what you see back there? That's my terrible attempt at some Ace Hardware stuff to do a coil relocation kit. So this is a whole prototype kit from Wake Up Performance. It's not for sale just yet because it's prototyping. So we're trying it out. Got the bracket. You know, it's the hardware that we need. It came with plug wires. They're actually labeled like 7 and 3. Ceramic, Excel ceramic. So those are pretty cool. Plug and play wiring harnesses. So there's no splicing, none of that stuff, no extending, because when you do it, you have to like extend stuff. So this actually this plugs into the stock harness in the car. And this guy right here that's been added will plug into one of these that goes to the coils, and you know, number 8 or number 1, and that's all stuff. So should be relatively simple. If you're seeing this video, it was relatively simple. If it wasn't relatively simple, being its prototype, I won't post a video, send it back, and we'll post another one again. So you're gonna know what before I do whether this actually works. So I'm gonna take that failed attempt off and put this all together. I put this back together basically so you can kind of get an idea of how this actually is gonna work. So first step is gonna be take off this piece up here, which I mean that's a couple bolts that comes right off. Next thing, I take off the windshield wipers. Little pro tip: make sure you mark where the windshield wipers are. You can probably mark it down here at the arm to see where it's gonna go. Or you can just, leave the car in the garage for months and just have a big dust pile of where the windshield wipers go. That's how we do it. Next thing is take the windshield wipers off. So this is what it looks like after you get them off. This cap right here, it's already off, but you pop it off. Like you see right there, there's a, focus camera, come on. See there's a little indentation there for a screwdriver. It literally just pop a screwdriver in there. Pop it up. Has a bolt in there. Unscrew the bolt or nut. Come on. I don't know why these ones are rusty, but they are. And then push down on that, release it from there, and pull it up. Boom, done. Next step is to get the top piece off. It literally is just held in by this 7mm bolt right here. So take that out, which obviously I've already done. Come on. And then this whole thing will just kind of lift up, pop off. And if you don't have the hood up this high where it's like engine in, but it just basically comes right off of there. And then you can get to what you need. So first thing we're gonna go after is that bolt right there. It's holding the wiper transmission on. That's what that's called. The wiper motors right there. It's the whole transmission linkage, everything. So we gotta get that bolt out. All right, so the next step is gonna be put these 2 bolts in over there. They're 2 different sizes with 2 different size washers. They do come with nuts on them, but you don't need the nuts right now. Where they go is the longer one and the bigger washer goes over top of the wiper transmission. And the other one goes over here, right next to it. Right there. So that they hang down under here. I think you can see where we're going now. This is how it all goes together. All right. Plugs for all your coil pack wires are up here. Plug wires are on 8642, 7531. Don't script firing order. Obviously, we have no engine. This is going to make this really, really easy. But it's probably going to be easier for you to see how it goes with no engine in here. And I'm sure this can be done with the engine in. I'm 100% positive it can. Probably easiest to take the supercharger off, which is not too difficult to do anyway. But the way this goes, we were advised to put the coil packs on first, or not the coil packs on, the plug wires on first, so that just everything kind of slips down in there. You don't gotta try to get underneath there and do this stuff with an engine in the way. So this whole thing gets picked up. It's got a little bit of weight to it. You're gonna have an engine in the way, hopefully. You're not gonna be sitting here like us waiting for an engine. It goes up there. That wiring harness won't be where it is right now because there'll be an engine holding it. that's where it goes. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. So tighten those up and then get the wiring on it. Got the wires routed under here. Comes out right there. This is the standard wiring, injectors and sensor. Right on top of that. The same thing on this side, right under there. The only thing that you may want to keep an eye on is that this is the E85 sensor wire, and I've got the rest of it plugged back over here. So I use cylinder 2. E85 was plugged into cylinder number 8. I don't think it matters. I'm gonna have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. If I plug into 8, it's not a big deal. Just flip 8 back there and plug 2 in, whatever. Well, I didn't want to leave you like that, so I went and found an engine to put on it. Borowski Race Engines 427, or the old engine. This is the coil pack relocation with the supercharger engine all in there. It all looks pretty good. The wires, they do stay well out of the way. I'm gonna put some, wire ties and stuff on them to keep them out of the way, but they work pretty well. You're not really gonna be able to see them much on this side, but they're all off the headers. Nothing's touching nowhere. All in all, this is the connector for the coil packs on this side, with the other connector, stock one down here. Fuel injector connector kind of goes where it's got to go. And back here, this is the 85 sensor, which is plugged in back there, and so that's why that connector is kind of hidden in the back there. It's actually right here. But all in all, it definitely gets them off the valve cover, makes a ton of room. I can get to the spark plugs without taking anything off right now, which is something I could never do before. And on this side, yep, I can get right to the plug wires right now as it is. Obviously, the AC line's gonna have to come off for me to do plugs in it. But all in all, real good, real happy with the product. I think this came out great. There you have it, that's it. It's all done, coil pack relocation is done. Real super stoked about it. Engine is in, firing it up. Gonna put it on the dyno, get that tuned in, try to make Cadillac tech. See y'all later.